Yo, it's Trent. Hope everyone's having a good day. We got getting caught smoking with my grandma's students today. Interesting times. So, I was 14, 15. I was a freshman, so I was 15. And I was smoking for a few years now. Definitely, like, if I was 15, two years probably. That sounds about right. So my grandma's a teacher, right? And, well, more than a teacher. She has like a program at a college and high school, you know what I mean? Like incoming college people. But at the end of the year, she has everybody come over to her house and hang out, you know? And this time, it was younger kids too. Like people were bringing their family members and stuff. And I didn't know this. I just thought it was going to be a bunch of like, college kids, you know, basically. So I was like, hey, I want to go over there. What if it's kind of like a party, you know? Not thinking about how it's like a school related thing at all. Just thinking strictly for fun. Like, there's going to be people older than me. And they'll probably have stuff too, you know? That's what I'm thinking. So I went over there. And I brought a cart with me. I think that was it. I don't think I brought Bud, but I think I had a cart for thinking about the times, you know? And I remember this clear as day. I went into the basement, right? And I see this kid with his hoodie, like, halfway up, and he's got his, like, head in his arm like this, and he's sitting on the couch in the basement. And, I mean, I don't look at people, and I'm like, oh, they smoke. They don't smoke, you know? Even though you can do that, you can probably figure that out. But I looked at him, and just the position he was in, he looked tired. In my head, I'm like, this kid probably smokes. You never know, you know? So I went and sat next to him, and I didn't know how to really bring it up, so I kind of just hit it. I kind of just pulled it out, and it was like, you know, and I looked at him, and he kind of side-eyed me, and I was like, you want to hit it, you know? And he looked, I don't know, he looked around my age. I don't know if he was older or younger. Anyways, he takes it, and he hits it or whatever, and there's some talking going on. And, what's it called? We were talking to him just about, like, my grandma, and he was wondering how I knew her, and I was like, well, I'm related to her, you know? But I remember that we're hitting it in the basement, and no one was down there at the time. And one of her teachers, like, her main, like, teacher friends, came down the stairs, and I didn't even hear it. And we were around a corner, right? Like, right around a corner, because we moved from the couch. Because we knew it was sketchy, because where the couch is, right? If you go right down the stairs, the couch is here. And then you go, like, around a corner. So we went around the corner, and we're standing there. I didn't hear the door open or shut or anything, so obviously you're not going to assume anyone's in the basement with you. So we're hitting it, right? And literally, I'm looking at him with my back to, like, the opening like this, right? And I'm like, yeah, talking. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, bro. And literally, right as I'm doing this, just an older lady, just a work lady, you know, just standing right there. And I make eye contact with her, and her eyes get a little bigger, you know. She's like, you can't be doing that. She walks away, right? I'm like, oh no, she's gonna go tell on me to fucking my grandma. Oh no. So I go outside, right? Because people are playing basketball, and I was like, you know what? Let me get away from this situation. Maybe I can get myself out of this, you know? So the night goes on as normal, and a couple people were on, like, yeah, just playing basketball, and that's what I was doing for the most part. But towards the end of the night, everybody was leaving, you know? And there was a few people that drove themselves instead of taking these buses. So they were staying a little bit later. And while I'm sitting there and they're talking to my grandma, it was the first time I've, like, sat by her and, like, talked to her since that stuff happened, you know? She looks over at me, and no one was, I mean, people were close, but they didn't hear it or anything. But she was like, I know what happened. And I'm like, I looked at her, and I'm like, you know, like, my bad. I don't know. I was just talking to someone my age, you know? And she sits down with me after everybody leaves, right? She's like, I need to have a talk with you. I'm like, oh man. she she was like, this is really important for me to know. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, were you smoking it and letting him hit it, or was he smoking it and letting you hit it? I don't know why she cared so much, but she really wanted to know. And she's like, I gotta know because it determines stuff about him being a thing. So I was like, oh, it was me, you know, because I don't want to, if that kid's like, if he had a hard life or something, you know what I mean? And like he worked really hard to get into that program or some shit, and I ruined it, I'd feel bad. And it was me. So I was just like, yeah, it was me. And she was like, I'm disappointed in you. And I'm like, oh, sorry, grandma, my bad, you know? But, you know, I just wanted to find someone my age to smoke with. And we're literally, like, it was just like this. Like, it's like fucking, here, I'll use this as an example. So, if the wall's literally here, I'm like, and there's a person coming right here, like, literally, like, smoking everything. Like, what am I supposed to do, you know? But, I got another story coming today. I'm either gonna do Xanax at school, which was sophomore year, or, the time I tried lean. Either way, thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day, and check out the next video in, like, a couple hours, or, like, 20 minutes. Thank you.